It works, Kim. It works. Good morning and welcome back to Mountain Beaches. It's a beautiful day. It's spectacular. Not a cloud in the sky. Today's 4th of July. Beautiful holiday. Happy 4th of July to everybody. And what are you guys doing today? We don't really have any big plans. We got a few projects we want to work on today. And just kind of have a nice relaxing day, just the two of us. We got to go into town, get some water. We got to get some mice traps. I was up late working on a video last night and I saw a little mousy friend wandering through our kitchen. So we got to get that problem resolved. But number one on my list is I recently bought a solar pump. So it comes with solar panels, it's got a pump, and it just runs off of the sun. And what I want to do is I want to drop that pump down into our cistern, which is right over here. And then I want to put some water on the backfill that we put in for the solar stands. Here's our cistern down here. Hello, hello, hello. So we've been taking water out of there by the bucketful. And I got the solar pump. Why not use that? So I think I'll try and get that set up today. Nothing ever seems to go quite as planned around here lately. So we'll see how it goes, but that's on the list. As well as going into town, we got to get water and run some other errands. But I need to get some water on these posts. We want the ground to settle more before we start putting some weight on it. These posts are looking awesome though. There's one that I can see is out of alignment just a tiny bit. I think that's the one that moved on us a little bit. And it also sank just a little bit, but that's all okay because these posts, they come and they have some adjustment to them. So it won't be a problem. They're close enough and I'm really happy with it. So let's try and get that solar pump figured out. Okay, I've got all the components laid out down here. I bought this on Amazon, and if I think this is a good solution at all, I'll put a link to it so you can check it out as well. If I don't like it, I'm not putting a link. I'm not going to sponsor. We bought this with our own money. It's not a sponsored video, but I just kind of thought it was a cool idea. I don't even remember what it cost. It was a few $100s. So solar panels and pump. I don't know what all's in all these boxes. Let's get them opened up and see. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, this is the PV wire. And, okay. And then this one. Connector for the two solar panels. And this, I think this is probably the pump. Yeah, this is the pump. Oh, real heavy. Looks like stainless steel. Let's see, submersible pump. Open flow pump lift, 230 feet of pump lift. It can be submersed in 100 feet. Looks nice. It's 12 volt. Oops. Okay. And what's in this other box? Mystery box. It says fragile on it. this is the controller. That looks nice. Nice watertight. Nice. Solar pump controller. All right, let's give this a try. So this is a 3.5, maybe it's a 3.2. It's a 3.2 gallon per minute pump. Much more than we're going to actually need from our spring, but it's going to do the trick. It has a 1/2 inch output. I need to get some 1/2 inch pipe. I bought a bunch of extra supplies at Home Depot to get this hooked up, and then I can hook it up to a hose, but I don't know, I guess I forgot the pipe. So a few things that we got a little sprinkler. This for watering the pipes. This is a 1/2 inch to MPT, so we can go from the tubing that I forgot to buy to a threaded. I've got a couple of clamps to use. Oh, I also bought this will go on the end of the hose so we can easily shut the water off at the hose fitting. And then this will convert it from the MPT to fitting to the hose fitting. So I think I have everything I need. I have some hose, but I didn't get the pipe. What was I thinking? But we're going back to Home Depot today anyway to get a few things. So that'll be on the list. You know, we got to get those mouse traps. Mice traps? Which is it? Mouse trap, I guess. I've only seen one, so it'd be a mouse trap. But if there's more, then we have mice. So yeah, I have everything except the pipe. So we can still get started hooking up the solar panels and the wiring. Okay. I need some wire connectors, so I'm looking on the Home Depot app to see what they have.
We're going to Home Depot today?
Yeah, we have to go. Number one, we got to get mouse traps.
You had a mouse visiting you last night.
I had a little visitor last night. And number two, I need some tubing to go from the pump to my fittings to connect to make a hose. I thought I had, well, I do have tubing, but it's the wrong size. This is 1/2 inch outside diameter, which means the outside of the pipe is 1/2 inch. I need the inside diameter to be 1/2 inch. So this is something I have for a different project. I just thought it might work, but it won't. So we're going to Home Depot anyway. We got to go get water.
Looks propane. It's an errand day. But look at all that stuff. You got a project going on today.
I do.
I'm proud to be just who I am. Salute the flag just like Uncle Sam. My Yankee do good without a dime. Work for nothing in their overtime. But I be free as a bird. Payroll deductions for a 1K, matching contributions that they never gonna pay, helping out the needy, helping out the poor. They're working for nothing at that page.
Okay, so I just finished wiring up the control box. Everything looks good. Let me show you that. We wired the positive and the negative from the battery into the control board. This one is positive and negative coming from the solar connections. And then this one is the output of positive and negative. That one goes to the pump itself. So let's close this up and, oh, look at this. It's already telling me that the battery is fully charged. So that green LED right there, that says light B on is the battery has completed the charging and is ready to supply power. And once we hook up the solar panels, then I would expect to see this one on. And once we turn the on-off switch to on, then I'm going to expect that this light over here is going to go on, that we are powering the load, which in this case is the pump. So far so good. Let's take the solar panels and the pump and the controller down to the cistern. See if we can pump some water. Before I do that, I've got to hook up the hose connection to the pump. Almost there. Okay, I got the pump. A clamp for the hose. It's just gonna, that clamp, hope that clamp's not too big. That fits on there good. And a screwdriver. And we're just tighten this clamp up. Get this nice and tight. Alrighty. Then the other end. Alright, so the other end, I've got this little connection because what I want to do is hook a hose up to this. So this is the adapter for that. And we're going to get this on here. I tried it just a little bit ago and it was a tight fit. But I think it'll work. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if I can just kind of thread it onto here. That should be good. And tighten this up. I think we're ready for a test. Yeah, let's take all the equipment over to the cistern, hook it up, see if we get some water shooting out of here. The nice thing about this box is it's totally waterproof, so that's a plus obviously for outdoor use. And we'll hook up the solar panels in a minute after we just give it a test. Okay, it's on the bottom. And we have a load. No, we don't. Okay, that didn't work. Don't know why. Maybe we have to hook up the solar panels. We'll try that. All right, this is going to be take two. This time I hooked up the solar panels thinking, well, maybe we've got to have the full circuit going. So I've got the solar panels, the green light's on for the solar panels, meaning they're generating, that's hooked up. So let's try the on and off switch again, see if we get any water. Oh, water. Yes. Look at that. It works. It works, Kim. It works. Kim says yay. All right. Now let's get our hose hooked up. Get some water down on our posts. Sweet. All right, I was using a segment of hose, I think it's 50 feet, that came with the Arctic Fox trailer, just a few feet short. So I got to get another segment of hose out of the truck. It's in the truck because we went and filled water to refill our trailer, put it in our water bladder. Still got to do that. I got to unload that, pump that into the trailer. Let me show you our water bladder. It holds 60 gallons of water, which is exactly what we need. Let's see. It can be filled a little fuller. I didn't overdo it, but here's my hose. Actually, this is 2 segments of hose. I'm just gonna grab the 50 foot. I gotta put you down. All right, all the hose is hooked up. Sprinkler head is attached. We got way more hose than we need for this first one, but we're gonna need the length to go all the way to the end. So let's go turn the pump on. See if we can get some water going all the way out there and running the sprinkler head. All right, let's come down here. All right, I hear the pump going. And I see water coming out. Not a lot. Well, it's getting better. Air in the line. Let's come down here. A few little kinks in the hose. There we go. Look at that. It worked! I can't believe it. Well, it should work, but I'm just excited. We have running water on our property coming out of our cistern. Now, I wouldn't drink this water. Haven't had it tested, but it's been in this cistern. Well, it's been there since, at least since we bought the property over a year ago. But the solar panels are hooked up. They're generating. The hose is hooked up to the pump. The pump is running. Water's going through the hose. And it's coming out the sprinkler. Look at that. That's awesome. It's exactly what I was hoping for. Eventually what I'd like to do is move this pump down the hill, down there to the spring, well, down there, and pump the water from the spring up to the cistern. So this was step one, just to get the system working. I bought it almost a month ago off of Amazon, and I think I mentioned earlier in the video it was a couple $100. Well, it was more than that. They have a version that's in the 300 range that comes with one 100 watt solar panel. I bought the upgraded version that comes with 2 100 watt solar panels, and it has a 10 amp hour battery. Then there's a even higher upgraded version. The one I got, I think, was like 400. Then there's an upgraded version beyond that that's over $500 that comes with a lithium battery. I think what I was reading was just running on the battery. So if you're not getting any solar input, you're going to get only about 20 minutes of run time. But that's good enough for many cases for running water. Totally off grid. We are watering with the power of the sun. How awesome is that? That's going to work perfect. That is going to work perfect. But what we're going to do is we're going to end up draining our cistern. But we got a lot of water still in there, so we'll let it run. Ah, I am so stoked. So stoked. You know, it's the simple things in life that really bring you joy. We have running water for the first time here at our property, and I'm just ecstatic. Oh, this is just so awesome. Got the sprinkler going, and could not be happier right now.
Making another meal tonight. This one's called roasted broccoli Parmesan chicken. And I've mixed it up a little bit. I had broccoli and cauliflower, so I'm going to be using that. That's roasting right now. And then I cook my chicken in the Instapot because I feel like it makes it a little bit more tender that way. So there's the chicken. I'm going to pull that out and get it all cubed up. And then in here is the broccoli and the cauliflower. And it has about, I don't know, 7 more minutes. So anyway, the goal is chop up the chicken, get the veggies out, put the chicken on the veggies, put some Rayo spaghetti sauce over the top of that, then with some mozzarella and a little bit of Parmesan, put it back in the oven, cook it for about 10 minutes, and you've got a full meal. You've got plenty of protein, plenty of veggies. It's all you need. Easy peasy. So the question is Norm going to like it?
The pump's pretty quiet too. Let me put the camera down into the cistern, and there's an echo. Can you hear the echo? Echo, 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 echo. Here's the cistern. See if you can hear the pump. That's pretty quiet.
Okay, what's the verdict?
After a long, hard day of work, this is wonderful. I love it. Healthy, delicious, filling. Good job.
Thank you. We'll put it on the website.
Put it on the website.
Okay.
mountainbeaches.com. So I guess while that is running, I am going to hook up the pump to the water bladder that I have in the back of the truck right now and pump the water into the trailer. Might as well get 2 pumps going at the same time and fill up our water in the trailer. But that's going to do it for this video. So exciting. We got a solar pump for our, well, it's for our spring, but right now we're using it out of our cistern. I'll put the link below of where I got it on Amazon. So far, I'm very pleased. Very nice. And couldn't be happier. Let's get some water in the trailer. Thanks so much for watching us. You guys are awesome. If you haven't subscribed yet, we'd invite you to please consider doing that. We put out content at least weekly, and right now we're putting it out a little bit more frequent than that. You may have noticed. We're just creating content and throwing it out. So hope you're enjoying that, and subscribe, like, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks so much.